People didn't even see it. He's walking off the field like this, hitting this. Franklin's like, Jaylen, trying to get his attention. He's in another mode, flexed up, trying to put Detroit on the map.
No, I definitely was in another mode. I don't even know what mode I was in. I just know it was on a different level.
When do you think that stepped in? When do you think you started dressing to impress?
Like when they moved my locker next to Nick Dawkins.
Not true. Yeah, not true.
They moved my locker next to him. Him coming in with custom shoes. I had no choice. I couldn't keep coming in with my Crocs.
Let's talk about the pink mink coat.
Let's talk about you with your Louis V bag. You come in every game day.
Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, so firstly, I borrowed that from Jaylen Reed. So he's a humble guy. We talked about it before. A humble beast. He's a humble beast. He let me borrow his Louis Vuitton bag, and I've been reflecting like it's mine. The truth is out. The cat is out of the bag. I'm using Jaylen Reed's Louis Vuitton bag, double bag.
Not a comma or punctuation in sight. We gotta slow the hell down. This is making me nervous, man.
Why are you getting nervous?
Well, it's one of those things, man.
All right, never mind.
All right, everybody, big news coming out of the Lions Den podcast. We officially have our own merch that we're getting ready to put out. Make sure to go cop yours. Link is in the description below. These proceeds help us produce this podcast, bring on A-list guests, and these proceeds also help Penn State NIL as a whole. Go get yours and tag us on social media. We'll give you a shout out on the pod. Looking forward to seeing you wearing the Lions Den merch exclusively.
Welcome back to another episode of the Lions Den podcast. Here are my guys, Nick Dawkins and Aeneas Hawkins, with our guest, Jay Reed, my dog.
What's going on?
Jay Reed, man, look, it's a blessing to have you on here. But let's get right into it. Detroit, back in the hometown, got the pick. Tell me how that felt.
It was just an amazing feeling for real. I had like a lot of people there, so I was all in my head before the game. I'm like, I gotta make some plays for all these people. They can't just come see me make one tackle. So I made the play. It felt unreal. It was a great feeling.
So you making that pick, you get up, come to the sideline. What was that feeling like? How did you feel?
I'm that guy.
How did you feel?
Yeah, I'm that guy for the city.
People didn't even see it. He's walking off the field like this, hitting this. Franklin's like, Jaylen, trying to get his attention. He's in another mode, flexed up, trying to put Detroit on the map.
No, I definitely was in another mode. I don't even know what mode I was in. I just know it was on a different level.
How many people would you have at the game, you think?
I think like 33.
33.
This guy put off a generational ticket move.
Yeah, I took everybody tickets in the locker room.
For the people at home that don't know, and this is also probably a good PSA, stop asking me for tickets. People from home, stop asking me for tickets. We get 4 tickets. We, as athletes at Penn State, we get 4 tickets for games, okay? And then if you're not using some, you can transfer them to your other teammates who may need some. So like for a game like Jay Reed in Detroit, I don't really have too much money over there, so I can give him some tickets to the game. We do not get 100 tickets. Why? Like, sometimes I get text my mom, like, yo, we need like 30 people to come to the game. I'm not even playing in the game. What are they coming for? They coming to chill? Like, they just want to see again. Like, what's going on? So it was a generational move you pulled off in the locker room, securing 30 tickets. That's unheard of news.
I don't think I was the only one, though. Theo from Canada, that's not far. I think he had like 32. So both of us combined, we probably took the whole team.
Mm-hmm. How do you prioritize when you got a bunch of people that want to come to a game and you give 4 tickets? How do you prioritize who you give those tickets to?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, I talk to my mom about this all the time, She always trying to bring some cousins I got or uncle. Never heard of, auntie. I be telling her, like, no, I got the people that support me, that actually text me and I talk to a lot. They got to come first before anybody, before one of her little friends or I don't even know who be trying to come to the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a main topic me and her be always arguing about. She always get mad at me, but I just tell her, I got to handle the people that support me all the way.
Talk to us about Detroit and like just the upbringing, because I know, Detroit hard in those city. Talk to me about that.
Detroit, it's just a crazy city, That's why I don't really go back a lot, Like State College, I say one thing I'm very thankful for Penn State, it's a safe place. That's underrated. That's probably an underrated thing, Being in Detroit, being raised there, it's not safe, especially from the side of town I'm from. It's a lot of bad influences around. So growing up in Detroit definitely brings toughness out of you. It makes you even smarter. It makes you think about the people you're hanging around. So.
How did you deviate from seeing people making wrong decisions? I'm sure you grew up with guys. You ever had friends that maybe went down the wrong path? How did you deviate from that and get to where you're at now?
Definitely had friends that went down the wrong path. I definitely give a huge shout out to my high school brothers. Marvin Grant. Rich Miller, Sauce Gardner. When I got to high school, I I followed their path and I see how they did it. You know, we all from the same area, all from the same side of town. So following their path, you know, and just seeing how they maneuver through life and how they made their choices, and then seeing how they're getting their success, you know, and put it into my own perspective, you know.
I love to ask guys, especially people like you who come from these tough backgrounds and had, you know, a choice to make where they're going to do the wrong thing and end up down the wrong path or deviate like you talk about. But I guess my question is, do you have a why? Was there a motivating factor back home that really pushed you to do the right things?
Yeah, you know, early on it was my mom, of course, but early on it was really my grandmother. She passed away at a very young age from me. Well, not young, I was like 12 or 11, you know. It was just, that's really my why, you know. I'm an only child. My mom was at work all day, so, you know, I used to be with my grandmother a lot. You know, she was really my why, you know. She was at every game on the sideline. You know how it is in Little League games. Grandma's got the lawn chairs on the sideline, just yelling. I don't even know what she was yelling about, you know, but just she was a huge factor in my life. My mom, you know, just seeing how she worked every day, the countless hours I'm not with her, you know, being an only child, she's at work, and I had to grow up a little fast. Well, not fast in a bad way, but in a smart way. I was forced to, you know. I was the only child, so things like that helped me along the way.
You think you found your brother's real soul in the football field?
Yeah, I mean, my stepfather, you know, he's a huge factor in my life. He got me into football. He has kids, and they're my brothers and sisters, my stepbrothers and sisters, but they're my real brothers, but when I really found out how to really maneuver, you know, my brothers at King High School, they really helped me a lot, so yeah.
You mentioned one of them cats. Everybody knows Sauce Gardner, young guy in the NFL, taking the league by storm.
Yeah.
Being younger than him, can you describe that relationship to us?
You know, me and Sauce, we have a real good relationship. You know, me and Sauce got the type of relationship. We don't even got to talk every day, every other week. You know, but when we talk, you know, we locked in. You know, he might not know this, but when me younger, I really just saw him maneuver through life. Him and my other big brother, his name Marvin Grant. He go to the University of Kansas. You know, just watching them two guys and seeing how they just did their things, it just helped me a lot. So.
And do you feel almost entitled to put on for your city? I know, like, a lot of us are from different cities. I mean, Jerry's from Milwaukee, but which isn't a real city. It's a simulation of a city, whatever you want to call that. Sim world he's living in.
Not real at all.
Yeah, not real. But you feel almost entitled to, like, every time you step on, you're putting on for the people in your city, knowing that you're an inspiration to young guys looking up to you.
Yeah, for sure, because the main thing is, you know, I don't want to be the guy that's come back to Detroit, you know. I'm back. I did a bad thing at school or messed up my opportunity to come back to Detroit. You know, it's always that guy in Little League that, you know, if I didn't hurt my knee, you know, if I didn't.
That was me at Thanksgiving last week.
See, I wasn't saying it like that, but yeah, I really just didn't want to be that guy, you know. And I still, to this day, I don't want to be that guy. So every day I just go out there and work hard for my city.
Inspired by the fear of being average.
Yeah,
100%.
that's a huge factor, you know. Being average, being an average Joe, just going back to Detroit, that's just another person walking, you know. And I just want to be somebody that the little guys look up to back in the city and see I'm doing it and see if I can do it, they can do it. So.
Have you had a moment yet where the tables are turned, where you're not the little guy in Detroit anymore, you're playing football at Penn State, you're a grown man, you're chasing your dreams, people are able to see what you've been able to do, right? The work that you put in. Do you feel like you've been able to understand and recognize an opportunity with young guys or young girls back where you're from, where you're a role model now?
Yeah, for sure. You know, at my high school, I be seeing a lot of them cats. They got offers, but the grades ain't right. I mean, I'm not saying your grades got to be perfect or like your grades got to be exceptional, but I just know that's a huge factor. And some of them head are not on straight. You know, I do a great job of just trying to reach out to some of those guys and try to help them so I can guide them in a way so they can get to where I'm at. So they can see how it is.
What's up, everybody? If you are a college football fan like me, if you know a college football fan that's in your life, you need to go cop this shirt. New designs dropping all the time. It's the perfect gift with the holiday season coming around. If you don't have this thing, you're missing out. Great material, great fabric. I wear it all the time. Go get yours today.
So talk to us about, you know, Coach Dixon and your relationship with him. You know, he's a player coach. He, you know, always talking to everybody, whether it's offense or defense. So just talk to us about your relationship with Coach Dixon, how he operates. Safety.
You know, Coach Dex, he's a real goofy guy, you know. So every day going in, he got a joke every single day. So, like, having a type of coach like that that's always uplifting and never in a bad mood. Like, I never see him in a bad mood, you know, unless somebody busts a coverage or something. But he never in a bad mood. And, like, having that type of relationship is just like another father figure for me, away from home, you know. So having that type of guy leading the room, and then me being an older guy, me taking things from him, and then leading the room, and then trying to help us maneuver through things.
I was just going to say on that note, yeah, I love Coach Dex. Everybody that plays for him loves Coach Dex. But I didn't know that he was, like, actually the truth at safety. I had no idea. 'Cause, you get a lot of coaches in college who will tell you, oh, I was this, I was that. When you actually see Poindexter's film from UVA, bro was a problem. Real deal problem.
College Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he was in Hall of Fame, so, like, he got to be a problem.
Gotta be a problem.
He was in Hall of Fame.
Would you say you were a problem?
At what level?
Right now,
Yeah,
college.
Yeah, college.
College. Yeah, I was a problem, like, in the sense that, I had a hard time staying in my gaps. I couldn't stay in my gap and really plant on the run game, but I think nonetheless I overcame.
Yeah.
I adapted. And just like I taught you, when adversity comes, we don't run from that, dog. So don't even
I
trip.
mean, you said when adversity comes, we don't run from it. You did retire, so it's
I do want to ask you, though, we're talking about the safety room. Coach Poindexter, you came in, you had a guy named Jair Brown who was already here, a guy that obviously is having a ton of success in the NFL now. Do you feel like you were able to mold any of your game after what he was doing, and how much were you able to learn from him?
I was able to learn a lot, and Tig did a great job of just leading the room in the most positive way he can. I never seen Tig down, or he never tried to let us see him down. So, just a guy like that off the field helped me more than on the field, because college football is more mental to me. I feel like the off the field part plays a huge part in your success on the field. Because it leads to success on the field. So guys like that, and another guy, Jaquan Brisker,
Yep.
I was more close. I was close to Jair, but I would say I'm way more close to Jaquan Brisker, because freshman year coming in, the guy was on my head immediately, I guess he saw something in me. I know I had the talent to be here, but he was the type of guy, like, he never let me slack in the meeting room. Coach Dex asked a question, he'll cut Coach Dex off and ask me the question in the middle of the meeting room. And I'm just a young guy. I'm really like, bro, why is he picking on me? Like, what's up with him? But he was just trying to mold me into the player that he was into, and just putting it in my own perspective, and me putting my little twist on it. So just a guy like that, that helped me along the way. So that was a great thing.
I know you trying to do that now for the young guys in the safety room.
Yeah, for sure. Especially like King Mack and Dakari Nelson and Makai Flowers. I try to do a great job, but I try to do it in my own way, not how I saw it from Jaquan and Jair. Maybe just putting my little old spin on it and see how guys feel from there.
And you talking about your own little spin. Now on the field, what do you think makes you different? What's your little spin on the field? What makes you a different player than somebody else?
I feel like I'm just a dog, I got it tatted on me, but I know some people got stuff tatted on them, but I fear none. So, like, when I'm on the field, I don't fear no man across on me. So whoever across on me, I'm trying to destroy you. So I feel like that's my separator,
You said you're a film junkie. Give me your top 3 safeties in the NFL right now that you like to watch.
Derwin James, Minka Fitzpatrick, and Buda Baker.
Which one's your favorite out of that bunch?
Derwin James. No doubt about it. He a dog.
What stand out to you?
He trying to take somebody's head off every time. You see he has a lot of targeting calls. He get kicked out of almost every game. But besides that, he's just a natural dog, and I feel like he played with a lot of instincts. He's not like the best man coverage. He's not like the best tackler. He's just a dog. So I feel like guys like that I relate to more, because I feel like I'm not the best at man. I'm not the best at zone. I'm not the best at catching. But I feel like my confidence raises me to another level, so I can play like that.
Man, I mean, when you see guys play at a high speed in the professional, you got to know that those guys know their stuff tight, man. Like, inside out, or they just got natural ability. Like, guys like, I'm sure Michael watches tons of film, but he just has natural ability that some guys aren't born with. And when you see guys play like that, it just shows how good they truly are.
Yeah.
Especially guys like Micah.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that ain't got nothing to do with film. I feel like Michael Parsons, bro. I feel like that's just natural. Like, he just be dominating, pushing guys on the ground. I feel like that's just natural.
I played with Micah. He was, I was on the same team as Micah. What I'll say, though, you bring up a good point. Like, when he got to school, it wasn't that he was like a film facade. He just knew how to break film. That was understanding football. Micah Parsons was just born to play football at a high level. Now, I'm sure as he's gotten older, he's probably learned how to watch film. He's gotten better at it, and it's a habit now. But what you see on Sundays ain't because Micah Parsons is watching film better than everybody else. This isn't a Tom Brady story. Bro is just different.
Yeah, I just feel like he's just dominant.
Mm-hmm.
And he don't care who's in front of him.
He don't.
That's the toughest part, I think, of college football is, like, you have some guys that don't have to do what you have to do in order to be successful.
Yep.
There are guys that don't have to watch film. There are guys that don't eat right. There are guys that try to skip reps, lifting and all that, and you're doing everything right, and you're still not competing at their level.
Yeah.
And that just is what it is. They won a genetic war, brother. You got to make up for it in different assets.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you're a young player watching this and you're wondering if you're one of those guys that doesn't have to watch film or eat right or do things the right way, if you're asking the question, you're not one of those guys. You're not one of those. There's any gray area, it's not you. It's not most of us.
No, it's not, man. And really also, I think it's interesting is most of the guys that are here, even just in college from a Division I level, are related to somebody who played professional or played college. I mean, even me and Hawk's dad played professional, my dad played professional, and I'm sure you have some sort of cousin or uncle or maybe somebody who had an opportunity to play at a high-level college or a high-level professional. And if not, you're that guy that's going to now set your family up generationally with genetics.
Yeah. I want to ask you, Jay Reed, you didn't come in and start playing a ton right away. You had a process, you had to grow with time, and obviously now you're doing things like picking off quarterbacks back in Detroit, and that's awesome. But what did it take to get from point A to point B and stay the course and continue to develop and get better?
I think you answered it for me. I feel like just staying to the course and believing in the process and believing in your path and don't look at others, you know. I feel like when you look at other people's path and try to compare your success to their success, I feel like it goes down the drain because you're not seeing it in your own perspective. You know, me coming in as a freshman, I was a true freshman, but I didn't play as much as you would think I would me being a true freshman, you know. So I just really took it upon myself, and I said I'm gonna have to learn my own way and my own fashion of how I'm gonna get on this field and learn in my own aspect and apply it to the football field in my own way.
You talk about your own swag, your own fashion on the field, but let's talk about off the field. Your swag and your fashion. Yeah. It's quite known that you're a blitz fit guy. You got outfits galore every day on an influencer type level. Yeah. Guys are trying to figure out what you got on from a shoe standpoint, from a clothing standpoint, even down to the t-shirt, man. When do you think that stepped in? When do you think you started dressing to impress?
That's a good question.
When they moved my locker next to Nick Dawkins.
Not true.
He had no choice.
They moved my locker next to him, you know. Him coming in with custom shoes, you know. I had no choice. I couldn't keep coming in with my Crocs, you know.
Let's talk about the pink mink coat.
Let's talk about you with your Louis V bag. You come in every game day.
Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, so firstly, I borrowed that from Jay Reed. So he's been a humble guy. We talked about it before. A humble beast. He's a humble beast. He let me borrow his Louis Vuitton bag. I've been flexing like it's mine. The truth is out. The cat is out of the bag. I'm using Jay Reed's Louis Vuitton bag, double bag.
Not a comma or punctuation in sight. We got to slow the hell down. This is making me nervous, man.
Why are you getting nervous?
Well, it's one of those things, man. All
right, never mind. I'm Jay Reed. I'm telling you.
Top five on the team, though. Top five. Top five dressers on the team.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Jay Reed, number one?
No. I'm not going to put myself.
You only got to be in order.
Gotta go with Christian Driver.
Yeah. Christian Driver, number one, absolutely.
I'm sorry, I think I be putting stuff on. Bro, he come in the facility every day. True. Gallery, department, Louis V. The kid has a go-yard bag.
He does have a go-yard bag.
Little baby be talking about go-yard bags. He's walking in our facility every day with a go-yard bag in different colors, not just a regular color.
Disclaimer for the people at home. Putting that stuff on refers to dressing well. That is new slang, just so you know. Sorry, continue.
Johnny, for sure. Johnny
Dixon. Too.
I don't know where he gets those clothes from. We be in State College. I don't know how he gets it. You know, Christian Driver, he has a whole different category. You know, he's a driver. So
he's in the league of his own.
But Johnny, who else? I really think. Devon Elise. I know I might say Christian Driver is one, but Devon wears an outfit every day to Lash. It's like we're going to Lash. There's a lot of girls there, you know. It's just there's a lot of men here. We're about to play football, you know. Devon come in with the denim tears, you know, Louis V. He comes in with everything. Go down to the hat. And then he walks around the locker room playing Drake with it, you know. Yeah,
he's a soundtrack. I don't think he has his own background. He's just walking around.
Where he goes.
Yes, he dances every day, you know, with the Drake. You know, I don't understand, but Devon, Johnny, Driver, Hakeem is leveling up every day.
He's so low key.
It's low key. You won't even notice. And then, lastly, it's a sleeper, you know, Harrison Wallace. Trey you won't notice it because Trey don't talk that much, but Trey comes in a facility with stuff you be like, okay, who are you impressing right now?
And a lot of these guys were doing this before NIL even came around. Guys just like to dress well, man. Except Jerry. Jerry, are you upset that you didn't make the top 5? Jay Reed dress list?
Me, Johnny, and Jay Reed once had this conversation. Now I feel like I am in the top. You know,
Personally,
I have a lot of fits. I just don't wear them. What I wear the lash every day is joggers, Penn State gear.
I mean, do y'all miss the days when everybody would just wear Penn State gear?
I still wear it.
I wear mine.
Okay,
I still wear it. I promise you, I still
with
wear
some
it.
slides.
I couldn't say Jerry because I'm going up based off recently, and every day I see Devon, Hakeem, Driver come in the facility.
Dakari Nelson, young.
Oh my God, I forgot about him.
we got to discuss that, man. Dakari, man, the young guy wearing that stuff, man. Look,
he just got here 2 days.
Chill out, man. Save your bread.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing with his money. You know, he walks around with a big old chain.
Cuban.
The chain is like humongous. Cuban link. My bad. I gotta put a 5B in the Dakari Nelson.
5B.
5B. I gotta put Dakari Nelson because he comes in trim every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Trim, just so y'all know, trim means crispy. Crispy means you can put it on.
And put it on means
You're dressing well. Why did you get three different terms that led to another code term? Oh, man, I love it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how y'all do it. The parking lot at Lash is nothing we got to talk about.
Oh yeah. We can talk about that one.
I mean, it's like an NFL team's parking lot. This NIL money is treating everybody well. Are you guys able to save any money? What's going on?
I don't know. You know, I walk in the Lash every day and I see a lime green scat pack. Tinted windows are starting at Mike Backer, you know? Kobe King. God, he just drives out every day. It's just Kobe and Trey. Oh yeah, Harrison Wilder, he doesn't always just dress. He has a 2023 scat pack too, you know? So he has it all. So, you know, he's on a different level too.
It look like you're in the coach.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, hold on.
We can't forget about Jay Reed.
Jay Reed.
Tesla, all black. Blacked out Tesla.
Yeah,
and also
it's
the
the one.
Cherokee.
No.
And the Grand Cherokee.
No.
2 cars.
No.
That's
No, I
insane.
2
don't.
cars at 20 years old.
No, I don't.
Nah, yeah, you can't
Tell us
say
the truth.
respect.
Do you have 2 whips?
I have 2 cars.
You got 2 whips.
Wow.
That's insane, man.
It's dangerous.
But it's not like,
He switches cars every day.
no, actually the Jeep is for my mom, you know. I don't drive it.
Oh yeah, I've seen him drive it. So I don't know. It must just be a mood thing, depending what the vibe is on the day. It's the car he takes.
So I want to ask you, Doc, as an older leader on this team, when
Yeah.
you see all of this frivolous spending and everybody with these beautiful cars and chains, you know, as a leader of Penn State football, what do you make of it?
Wait. One thing. He starts it.
He started.
He's a part of it too. Don't just think
How am I
Doc is not
Okay.
a part of
In
it.
what regard am I a part of it?
Doc, we just said it. You walk in with Louis V bag every day.
No, I don't walk in with Louis V bag every day.
Yeah,
Man.
So when did you have it?
You have your own
I got
shoe.
it. That is simply a game day bag that I borrowed from you. I don't have it. I don't wear
You
it every
didn't
day.
borrow from me, dude.
I thrift my goods. I'm at Gabe's, man. I'm at TJ Maxx. Okay, I'm balling on a budget, man.
Right.
You don't know. I probably could have gotten a bag from Canal Street. You know what Canal Street is?
No, what is it?
Probably not. That's where you get counterfeit goods from because you guys are buying real stuff. Okay.
So are you saying, let's slow down, are you saying that although it may look like you're putting it on, some of it may be counterfeit? What are you saying?
I don't know. I'm just saying that if I was in my position right now from the outside looking in, as a college student athlete, I'm in college, I'm a university athlete. Why get the real stuff? If all y'all gonna get the real stuff, I might as well just get the fake stuff because they don't think I got it. They think it's real.
Chad Ochocinco.
Guilty by association.
Right.
I'm guilty by association. But also, you ask about that. Jerry, in the locker room, am I always questioning money spending habits? Am I not, or am I doing
Oh
it?
yeah, he is.
I'm always questioning money. I'm like, what are you guys doing with your money? Do you have a credit card? Because you have this money. Well, are we building credit yet? Do you know what credit is?
Right.
We had a seminar during camp on how to open credit cards.
Was it ran by you?
I ran it. Yeah, I did. Ask Gaylen King.
Yeah, I remember
We
you
ran
ran
this.
it.
Yeah.
But that's one thing Doc does do. He always like nobody can walk in the locker room with a nice outfit without him asking about
How much
credit.
you pay for that?
Let's be real. If you're like, 500. $500 human dollars, brother, on a shirt and pants.
Nick Dawkins.
Do you not have your own shoe?
Nick Dawkins.
And I don't have my own shoe. And also, all my, so, hey, do not, hey, shop, doubt, do not doubt the Nick Dawkins brand.
Shop,
Cop it while you can.
Yes.
It's all affordable goods.
Yes, it is.
I don't have a
High
product
quality,
over
so.
$50. Not one product over $50. You can shop a complete do not doubt set. Socks, pants, shirt, hoodie, and not spend over $100. Shoes coming soon, by the way.
Yes.
Affordable. But that's all I'm saying is it had like shop affordable goods. And I'm gonna live by it. If I'm gonna be like, yo, don't spend $500 on a shirt. I'm not going to put a $500 shirt out and poison the market. You know what I mean?
Thank you for answering the question. You did a really good job with that. That is not at all how I expected that to go. Let's get back to football.
Okay.
Bowl game coming up. Regular season wraps up. Historic defense this year. I saw some numbers today. I mean, truly the best defense in the country. You were a big part of it. Talk me through it.
I don't know, man. That's just an unreal feeling, you know. We go through that every day, you know. Coach Manny, he's a great coach. I feel like he's a mind of his own, you know. He does a great job just leading us, you know, every day. His main thing is his mindset he installs in us every day, you know. Friday we have these meetings before the game. It's nothing about football, though. You know, it's about him getting into our minds and him triggering our minds to another world that he lives in. But y'all wouldn't even know if y'all wasn't on the defensive side. But the main thing about it, it brings all of us so close that we go out there and play so hard for each other, you know. That's just a great thing.
I'm trying to follow along what that means. So he taps into y'all's minds without talking about football. What does that look like?
I really can't explain it. It'd be like you go up there with pictures and just it's literally a picture of someone's brain. He has his own little quotes that he puts an arrow to the brain every Friday or Saturday morning before the game.
Okay.
But he does it every time. You know, I feel like me personally, that's a huge factor because that brings us all together and has us all thinking like that. So when we go out there, we just play hard for each other as brothers.
So, okay, I want to ask you this. I play D-line, so I don't know what this is like. I was always excited when a pressure would get called or a blitz was coming. As a D-line, that's fun. That's exciting. Dawkins laughing again. We're not even going to address that. As a member of the secondary, with all these pressures y'all run, with all the man-to-man coverage y'all run, all those things, can you describe what it's like to play in the defense? Is it fun for you? Are you flying around able to play free?
Me as a safety is very fun for me. It's a lot of different techniques that we use. You know, I'm not always in man, you know, because most of the time when we run man, you know, Dede comes in. You know, he brings a lot of stress off me. Shout out Dede. You know, Dede having a great year, and I really shout him out because he helps me a lot. You know, he guards them slot receivers when I just go on this big slow tight end. You know, and I just my bad.
If you took offense to that, you are a big slow tight end.
My bad.
You didn't say Jerry Cross. You said big slow tight end.
You know? But yeah, though. Yeah. I mean, it's fun to play in the defense, you know, a lot of blitzes. I feel like Manny does a great job getting everyone involved. You know, I've been part of defenses that everyone is not involved in, you know. Most of the pressures just come from the base linebackers. Manny has pressures from linebackers, corners, safeties. You know, he even got DNs dropping in the coverage a lot now, you know. It's just so multiple and versatile. It's a great thing.
You talk about covering big, slow tight ends. We allegedly have a big, slow tight end with us today. Can you talk us through, when you get the opportunity to cover Jerry Cross in practice, what do you see from the young man?
First of all, it'd be funny because me and Jerry so close, you know, it's just like, yo, this is really Jerry, right? But, you know, Jerry he done a great job growing, you know. He coming in, you know, you were a little slow, a little big, but he definitely got his body right. You know, he's been progressing in the right way, taking in the playbook. You know, I always ask, you know, leaders in his room like Theo and Tyler, how the young guys going. You know, they always shout out Jerry. You know, I'm not with the offense a lot, but when we go against him, you see the progress. You see the progress in him, and you see him wanting to learn. You see him wanting to get better every day. So that's a great thing. I feel like he got a bright future.
And Jerry, you made a big development right after you got injured, man. When you was in the lab with Coach Fleury.
Yeah. My injury was like the biggest blessing I had, just because it gave me a lot of time. Like Jay Reed said, I did come here. I was kind of chubby. I was like a skinny, chubby dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like
a dope boy.
Yeah, I was slow, bro. I had to tell, like when that injury when happened, I had to change my mind. Well, not change my mind, change my body, but also my mind too, for real, because it was like a big challenge. But me and Fleury was in the lab every day while y'all was at practice. I'm lifting the whole practice. I'm running. So by the time it was time for bowl prep around this time last year, I just came back the fastest I've ever been. My body fat percentage dropped tremendously. I had 20% body fat when I came here. Now I got like 11% body fat. So my body fat changed like drastically. And then just me being able to learn the game through all that time I missed, it helped me a lot. Just the game slow it down for me. Has been better ever since, taking it one day at a time.
I feel like Jay did a great job maintaining it mentally. You know, as a young guy, as a freshman, you know, we all think as freshmen, like, oh, I'm about to go play. Oh, I'm about to go in there. I'm going to Penn State. Jerry came in and got hurt, you know. He early enrolled, so that was even a bigger factor, you know. And I feel like me looking on the outside in, he handled it well. You know, he never had his head down in the locker room, always on the sidelines cheering his own. So I do give you props for that though.
My dog Jay Reed, you know,
It's like Franklin. It's like Franklin always talks about though. Like when you're a young guy, that red shirt mode that people get in freshman year, where it's like they realize, okay, I'm not playing. My dreams aren't going to be accomplished this year, and they chill instead of work all year. And they're behind in the next offseason. But it sounds like you took advantage of being hurt, and you were just in the weight room grinding, and you were more prepared that next season coming back.
Because when that happened, like, of course, when I came here, I'm like, man, I want to play. I was working hard, like, the whole summer. You know, conditioning tests come. Y'all already know about the conditioning tests. It's like a little, it's serious.
It's still the same conditioning test?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think it's more intense with Logic. I don't know.
Did y'all always do it in Haluba, or was y'all outside?
We did both. I was young, I ran in a Haluba twice.
Okay. Like, so now it's all Haluba. And for me, like when my injury happened, like I told myself, I said I could either just get down on myself and just sit down, you know, just be in a bad mood all the time, where I could just look at it like a blessing and continue to work. And I never come in the locker room with a bad attitude or be down or be sad, because that affects others. That's something that my grandfather always instilled in me. You know, it's adversity here, you got to bounce back from it. And it's always going to be adversity in your life, period. So it's just, you got to come back from that.
Yo, what was that story you was telling me about? Your grandfather getting the scorpion in the glass.
Oh, so growing up, growing up. So my granddad was in the military.
Okay.
And he has like a tarantula, like a desert tarantula.
Like an alive.
It's dead now, but it's a desert tarantula, isn't it? Like a little, like a little globe thing, like just sit in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, so he had that. So, you know, me being a little kid, I'm always curious, like, man, is this alive? So I patted my hands, I was messing with it one day in the basement at the bar. It dropped and shattered. So the spider just sitting there on the floor. Like, it didn't move. I'm like, okay, it's dead. But dog, it was crazy just him having a desert tarantula. Like, where'd you get this from? He was like, yeah, I collected it when I was in Afghanistan. I was like, oh, that's crazy. Yeah,
Tarantula?
Yeah, it's a desert tarantula. Yeah.
How would you even touch this?
Bro, I don't know. It was just down. I was always curious about it. So I'm like, let me see what it's talking about.
Drop it on purpose to see what it was talking about?
I was like real like when I was clumsy. Like when I was younger, I would just drop everything. I just fell on the stairs, all types of stuff. Bro. I was clumsy, bro.
Hey, back to that red shirt mode though. Back to that red shirt mode, man. That's a real feeling, man. When I came in COVID. I remember 24/7 Sports wrote an article. It was like, it was like, 'cause we got all the people who played that year got a COVID year, so an extra year of eligibility, so really 6. And they wrote an article. They're like, guys like Nick Dawkins, who didn't play any snap, don't have to worry about this year. Wow. Meanwhile, you have guys like Parker Washington who played in every game, and they still have the same eligibility as Nick Dawkins. I'm like, yo,
really example.
Yeah, I was like, why we have to do that? But during that time, I was so big in the weight room, like I was all just strictly weight room. I wasn't even really caring about football, to be quite honest with you. I'm like, I gotta get big. I don't even look the part. And there was one, like our D squad lift. So on Fridays, when for the people at home, you already know, on Fridays, when the travel team, so it was like a travel roster, they travel to a hotel. There's a squadron of militant gentlemen, the D squad, who is lifting during that time. So they're over there at the hotel. We're getting a lift in during that practice, and the lift is serious. It's a heavy lift. It's the leg killer. Yep. You hit the squat, hit the deadlift, maybe a bench in there, maybe a clean, maybe lunges. And we hit the lunges. But that was always a big one. So one day, it was like the last D squad lift of the year, and they were traveling an away game, right? So it was an early morning lift. We got done with the lift. It was at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Knocked the lift out. And I'm done. I threw up in the locker room after. First time I ever threw up from a workout in college, I was like, wow, I'm done. I'm spent. And my boy, Fatorma Moba, shout out him, we're together. We trudged back to Nittany Apartments.
Trudge?
Yeah, we trudged back. We didn't walk. You know what a trudge is?
No, what it is.
A trudge is you ever get stuck in mud. Dragging my feet, I dragged my soulless carcass into Nittany Apartments. And it was probably like 8 o'clock. I didn't wake up until 6 p.m. I woke up, Fatorma Moba was knocking on the door. Yo, we had to eat something. We DoorDashed $175 worth of Cracker Barrel to the Nittany apartment. I fell asleep after I ordered it, woke up. He woke me up. Yo, we got to get it. We got it out of the door. Ate it all and went back to sleep and woke up the next morning at 10 a.m.
You telling me about this.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Those Friday lifts are not a game, though, bro.
No.
They were not a game at all. Let me give you this story about the Friday lift. So he already described it. It's squat, it's lunges, it's deadlift. It's crazy. And it's designated for young guys, young players who need to develop and get stronger, and they need to continue to get better. There's still hope in their careers. Okay, surprise, surprise. Year 4, I'm still in D squad list, right? So when I got to school, if you were old guys still in there, like your career's winding down, we would just go in there and they would hit like buys and tries and they would dip. My 4th year, they changed the rule. Okay, so I'm fresh off of a broken leg. I had just gotten cleared, and they're like, yo, like, you got to do the D squad lift. I'm like, no problem. I'm thinking I got buys and triceps. I'm talking about in there every Friday morning, 22 years old, deadlifting 500 pounds. Like, I got to keep getting stronger for the next season. It's crazy. And Chuck Losey for that, it's like I said, when I see you, it's a problem. It's a problem. You and I one-on-one, whatever you want to do.
Who do you have winning that fight? Realistically, right now.
If me and Chuck Losey had a fight right now,
Yeah.
man, yeah, it's probably a long one. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
He's in much better shape than I am,
Mhm.
and he's stronger than me.
Okay.
I think even as a 45-year-old man, he's stronger.
But there's that man strength element that goes into
There
it.
is. And here's the thing with Losey. I know I'm a better striker. You know what I mean? I don't think he can keep up with me. So as long as he doesn't grab me, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine. I think he's big and he's stiff.
If all the coaches got into a fight, there was a battle royale of all the coaches on staff.
Strength staff included?
Strength staff is indeed included.
Just do strength staff.
Just the strength stuff?
I think you eliminate the strength staff.
Okay, let's eliminate the strength
Just
staff.
position coaches and
Yeah.
GAs.
Who's coming out alive?
I got my answer, but Jay Reed, you're the guest, man. You go first.
Who's coming out alive?
Yeah,
Just
They
like,
fighting.
Yeah, position.
Just hands and feet. No weapons, nothing.
Position coaches like GA staff. Who's coming out?
I gotta think who really grew up like that. Okay, for sure, not Trout.
I think so.
Yo, why not Trout?
Wow.
Trout, no.
Trout was on the Florida Gators team.
Yeah, for sure, but no, not right now.
You don't got Trout winning.
Don't got Trout
Wow,
winning.
Coach Trout.
Okay, shout out Trout.
Wow.
I gotta think though. I think it's between Dion.
Okay.
I got Dion too.
I got between Dion.
You got Torrance in there?
You count the assistant?
Yeah,
Oh,
assistants.
GAs. Oh, Coach Torrance.
Yeah.
The D-line assistants. I got D-line. I got Dion and Coach Torrance.
Wow.
Who you got?
And Coach Dex.
Dex, you got Dex in there too.
I got Dion winning, but a sleeper pick that I'm gonna throw out there. He don't look it, but Jaywan Sider is strong as an ox dog. He is strong for real. Like you
Yeah, I
watch.
didn't even think about Coach
Yeah,
Dex.
I mean he's still inclines like 110s. Like he'll go in there. He's a strong
Okay.
individual. Who you got, dog?
I got 2 people in mind. I got one Benjamin Kerr. Ben Kerr, amateur cage fighter out of Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yep. MMA fighter.
Yeah.
I forgot Ben Kerr.
6-1 record, 1 no contest.
Okay.
Elbow to the back of the head. I got him probably coming out alive. And then probably, I'll be honest, man, Kevin Threlkel might get out of there.
No. Never.
He's too resourceful.
Never.
He probably negotiate away.
He's a smart guy.
He probably negotiates.
Okay, so let's talk through it. Kevin's a smart guy.
Yeah.
Nobody really has a problem with Kevin.
No.
Kevin's a good guy.
It's a hard kill. You know what
Nobody's like, I would have killed Kevin Threlkel.
No.
It's a tough, yeah. Okay, I can get with that. Okay, but my real question is, we named a lot of coaches here. Nobody's mentioned James Franklin.
I was just thinking that.
How is James faring in this battle?
I'm sorry, but I don't think Coach Franklin getting out of here.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Coach Frank. I know you're probably watching, but
Yeah, he
I
probably
don't got you up out of here. Them GAs gonna get with you.
I hope this doesn't end up in a staff meeting.
He wants no smoke with Torrance Brown. Where's Will Flaherty? How's he doing?
Oh, no, Will gonna come out there.
I think Will might go top 5.
Absolutely not.
What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, what are
I
you
know
saying?
Will top 5.
No, absolutely not. Man, this isn't the
What about
fifth
Dan
quarter, brother.
Cabana?
No, this is no way. No,
Dan
absolutely.
Cabana?
No, absolutely not.
I will say though, Coach Franklin, I don't think he's a fighter. I doubt Coach Franklin can fight. But them slaps he does pregame, he is heavy-handed.
He is heavy-handed.
And he's more athletic than probably what you're accounting for.
I don't got him winning, but he's gonna take somebody out before he's got
Who
him.
catches him out? Who do you have him
Coach
taking
Trent
out?
will get one.
Right.
Who I got him getting?
Yeah.
Coach Leonard's probably Coach Frank Leonard's probably can't take it out. Or
That's crazy.
I'll tell you what, I think he might get Coach Rocco. Coach Ray might get
Coach Rock a dog, bro.
Yeah, he is. But he might get one.
Oh, wait. I got one.
Okay, here we go.
Y'all know Coach Rick Lester?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Coach Rick Lester was a bodyguard.
Oh.
I got him. My bad. I forgot about Coach Rick. Coach
It's the
Rick.
quiet ones.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, like you gotta really see, like he come in our meeting like this,
Mhm.
and he just sit down every day. And he's so like, bro, I be like, yo, somebody mess with him the wrong way, bro.
What about the strength staff, though? Who's coming out alive in the strength staff?
Jeffrey
Earls.
You got Earls?
Earls and Coach Tyrone.
I was about to say, I probably got
Coach T.
T. I'm going to be honest, man. I think a lot of people could just kick Chuck Losey right in his chest and probably get away with it. I don't think he's really
What's the
built
beef
like
between
that.
y'all two?
It's not even beef. It's just that I don't respect his toughness. I don't think he's that tough of a guy.
You think he's gritty?
I think he passes because he does a lot of curls.
Okay.
He's got a long mustache, and people attribute that for toughness. It's not toughness to me.
What's up, everybody? If you are a college football fan like me, if you know a college football fan that's in your life, you need to go cop this shirt. New designs dropping all the time. It's the perfect gift with the holiday season coming around. If you don't have this thing, you're missing out. Great material, great fabric. I wear it all the time. Go get yours today.
We got to shout out Jaylen Sider and Ty Howell. The Penn State offense was super lit against Michigan State. They both did a really good job stepping up. Two guys that I know and love. Got a lot of respect for it, so shout out them.
Yeah, man, great game plan going in this week. The guys know like very little MAs. Guys were very sound on the game plan, sound on the execution of it. Balance. And I'm both Fat Man and Nick, 100 plus yards rushing. O-line played real well. Receivers open up, Drew. It was a good game. Good send-off, man.
All around.
Yeah, all around.
Is there somebody on the offense, that you think that had a good year this year that you want to point out?
Someone that's had a
multiple
good
guys,
First one that comes to mind, Venga Yowane, man, he came in. People don't even know he's a redshirt freshman playing like a pro, man. He's going to be a great one. He's going to be great. He's a great attitude on the offensive line. He sets the example. He's gritty. He's tough. One of my ultimate teammates, Malik McClain, is an elite blocker. An elite blocker. I mean, you can talk about that.
No, he is.
Yeah, that guy,
definitely is.
he gets paws on you and does a lot on special teams as well. And, I'll probably just say, dead body Dink, man. Dink step in when he gets his opportunity, especially on third, fourth down. When he's in there, he's making plays, man. So I gotta respect that.
What did you call him?
Dead body Dink. Leave him dead body Dink.
Where did that come
Death
from?
row is a great
Where
question.
did that come from?
I don't know. I just heard it somewhere. I thought it was cool.
You didn't hear that. You made it up.
I made it up and I thought it was cool.
You made it up. Probably on the spot, too. Who knows?
Anybody with you, Jerry?
I'm gonna go with Dink for real. Yeah, Dink. Like most people don't know who that is or hear about him a lot. But Coach Dink. Khalil, he worked hard, man. Blocker. I think he's one of the best blockers in our room. And like Doc said, when he gets his opportunity, take advantage of it.
Hawk from the outside looking in. Who's somebody that really popped out to you?
Offensively?
It could be offense or defense.
Yeah. I want to shout out Caden Wallace, man.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Caden took a big step in year 5, man. Has always been real talented, man. It's good to see him put together a real good season, go out the right way. Defensively, I'm going to give a shout out to just the D-tackle room as a whole. There were a lot of questions about their toughness, their size, their physicality, and obviously being a part of the best defense in the country. They did more than enough to help that team win. So those are my guys. Real quick, do you want to ask the viewers the question we had before the show?
Oh, yeah. We were just discussing politicking, talking about the infrastructure of State College, and something that came up about the Lions Den podcast was, what do we want our viewers to be referred to as? Now, Jerry was talking about something like the Kangaroos or something. I don't know what he was on. He was saying something random. I don't know why he said that. There's no correlation with the podcast. But, we were thinking about maybe the pride, like a Lions pride of some sort. But drop in the comments what you would like to be referred to as. We'd like to have a name for y'all, a collective name that we can refer to you as, and we can have our little tight-knit community. I would appreciate that.
Yeah, you guys deserve to have a name, I think.
Yeah, you deserve to have a name.
Kangaroo,
You guys have been very
why you say
When did
that?
I say that?
Like 2 weeks ago.
When did I say that?
Probably like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he did. I was there.
Yeah, it was like 4:57
Wow. Look how
p.m.
they set me up.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I was there. It was crazy.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this episode of The Lions Den. If you haven't copped your merch yet, go do it in the description below. Link is right there. And stay tuned for future episodes with your favorite Nittany Lions. And continue to follow along State Media for the best Penn State football coverage that is out there.